The very first step in the kettlebell swing is learning how to hinge at your hips or how to chop your hips back. I'm going to ask you to take your hands and make these blades and push them right here at the tops of your thighs and take those and think about pushing them back. You already know how to do it, and hinge back for us. So what we're looking for here, and I'll spend an unlimited amount of time getting your shoulders above your hips, bend your knees just a little bit more. Good. Your shoulders above your hips and your hips above your knees. And I want your eyes forward, straight ahead. So this is how you chop your hips back, how you create your hinge position. Now go ahead and just stand up. Good. Now push your hips back again, and then just hold this position. So for you, you're going to work on getting your hips up a little higher, bend your knees a little more. So shoulders, hips, and knees. And that's the very first thing when you're teaching this, when you're practicing it by yourself, is to understand here the difference between this hinge position. Now show me your squat position. What does your squat look like? Show them how big of a difference your squat looks like. Yeah, huge, huge difference. You see the knees are forward, the hips below the knees. Now come back to your hinge. So you see, does he understand the difference? Bend your knees a little more. Bend your knees a little more. Bend your knees a little more. Good. He's got tight hamstrings, because most males do. So he's having trouble getting back here, but that's what he's going to work on. So that's how you chop back your hips. Stand up and rest. I know that tires you out. So that's how you first chop back your hips. So the second step is how to put your hands on the kettlebell properly. So go ahead and hinge back at your hips. Put your hands on the bell and tilt it. Now what we're looking for here is a long line, a 45-degree line from the kettlebell right to his armpit. So I'm actually going to adjust him a little bit, pull it a little forward. Now push your shoulders down so his shoulders are packed. And again, he still has, even better than before, shoulders, hips, and knees. Now when you finish the set, park it on its ass, put it flat down, and then just stand up. So good. So show me that you can chop your hips back, put your hands on the bell and tilt it, hold it there for a second, then put it on its ass and just stand up. Go ahead, Mark. Good. Simple as that. So one step at a time. These seem like micro details. Keep doing it. Do it a couple times for us. So I'll usually ask a person to do it 3, 5, 10 times, just so I can see that they understand how to access the bell safely and properly. So one more time. I'm pretty sure you got this step. It's a good little baby step. All right, good. Rest. Step is how to hike past the kettlebell. It's very similar to taking a football and throwing it hard through your legs. What you want to do is you want to throw your wrist hard at your own zipper, hard at your own junk. Just remember, this is your own private space here. You want to get intimate and friendly with yourself. You want to throw your wrists hard at your zipper and keeping your eyes forward. So I know you sort of already know how to do it. Why don't you go ahead and hinge back, tilt the bell, throw it, and then park it. Go for it. Good. Stand up. Simple as that. So that's one. Now I'm going to ask him to do 2. And what I'm looking for is making sure he doesn't swerve, rotate up and down, back and forth. Do 2 hike passes for us, Mark. That's 1. That's 2. Good. Put it down on his ass. Stand up. So you notice I'm not talking about breathing yet. I usually like to get you through your first couple steps. If you're just learning how to swing as a beginner, just learn the motions first, because the breathing is simple but complex. Simple to learn, complex to master. But it's basically breathe in on the backstroke, breathe out as it goes forward. But work these first few progressions first and add the breathing later. So show it to me one more time. Show me 3 hike passes and then park the bell. You want to try to park the bell exactly where you started from. Here he knows how to do it. So he's parking right on that tilted angle. You want to try to keep your eyes forward. Good. Stand up and rest. All right. So that's the third step. That's how you hike pass or throw the bell through your legs. The next step is the pendulum swing. Remember how to do that? Pendulum swing. Just let your arms. 1, 2, 3. Remember how to do that? Maybe we should have talked before. All right. Go ahead. Try 3 and then park it for us. Good. The pendulum swing is the very beginning of teaching the student, the client, to turn their arms into long chain links and to not move their lats. So they want to lock their shoulders in place, let the bell move nice and smooth, not too high. I usually have them do it 3 times, 3 swings, and then park it. You want to show it to us one more time? Good. Once you come over here, let me show you something from the side that becomes real obvious from that angle. All right, so the pendulum swing. What he's going to try to do is keep his body still. So go ahead and swing the bell for us 3 times, and let's see if you can stay tight and still. So you can see how it's trying to go up. So through tension, by keeping his waist locked down, his legs locked down, his lats engaged, he'll be able to keep all those points still. But it's always a work in progress. Your swing is never going to be perfect. And I think that's as far as we should go, right? The next step is to go from 2 pendulum swings to 1 full swing. I should have asked you before. Do you remember how to do that? I do. 2 pendulum swings and then stand up and swing it. 1 pendulum swing, 2, and on the third one, just stand up and swing it, and go all the way back. Very good. So Mark's got a decent amount of training with me, so he didn't make the more common mistakes. The most common mistakes are to do your first 2 swings execute the swing well, and then forget to go all the way back in your backstroke and rotate from your shoulders. So each swing, remember, is 4 movements. 1, 2, move number 3 is the same as move number 1, and move number 4, you just rotate from your shoulders. So that was pretty good. 2 pendulum swings to a swing. I would practice that until you feel really comfortable with it before you do consecutive swings. Why don't you demo it for us one more time? I like this angle over here so people can see. You're trying to stay really tight. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, stand up, breathe in, breathe out, and park it. Good. 2 swings to a pendulum swing is the next step in the progression. Once a person can do that well, when you feel like you have good control over the bell, then they can do dead or power swing. These are power swings, sometimes called dead swings. They're just like a deadlift where the weight starts dead on the floor. Power swings or dead swings are the next step, the next progression. Go ahead and show us 2 or 3 power swings, okay? Dead swings. Good. Good. Good, so this is the spot where you really start to understand that the swing has these 4 motions. Backstroke, stand up, backstroke, the same as the first backstroke, and then park it. And you want to practice these over and over until you feel really competent with whatever bell you're training with. Give us 3 more power swings, and I'll give you the next step. Good, try to land it silent. Don't wake up my neighbors. Stay low like a plane, not a helicopter. Good, rest. Good, okay. So the final step is just to swing this friggin' bell. It's time. You know how to do all 4 steps. The question is can you put them together? I usually ask people to do 3 to 5 swings, maybe 5, so you can build some momentum and get 5 swings in, and we can see if they can swing. So Mark, you have some swing practice. I don't want to lie and say it's your first lesson, but give us 5 swings and we'll see what it looks like. Let's see if you remember how to do it. Good, pretty good. Good, you spent some time in my gym doing a lot of swings, so those are the progressions to get yourself to swinging. You basically want to take them one at a time, make videos of yourself. That's how I taught myself. In this sport, people want to help you. It's such a small niche. You can post your stuff online. You can go to the Strong First discussion forums, and Pavel himself will possibly critique your videos, the guy who created the system.